Invest Nova Scotia supports businesses, helping you thrive at every stage of your journey.
Since 2003, Outdoor Fit Exercise Systems in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia has produced durable, tamper-proof, weather-resistant outdoor fitness equipment for clients across North America, including parks, recreation departments, and correctional facilities.
2003, I'm taking my two young kids to the playground. They're chasing each other around on the playground structure, and I'm trying to get a workout on the playground structure, and really not a lot of good opportunities to get an indoor quality workout on that structure. You could do some bodyweight calf raises, some chin-ups when I could do a chin-up with my own body weight. And I basically said, wouldn't it be neat if 40, 50 feet away was an outdoor multi-gym that would allow me to get that indoor quality workout while still keeping an eye on the kids. And our initial interest out of the gate was from the U.S. military, and our first big Parks and Rec sale was to Milwaukee County in Wisconsin. They bought 15 of our original units, and at that time that was a huge, huge sale for us. And what happened shortly thereafter, the correctional world found out about us, and I was never thinking correctional locations for our equipment. And at this point in time, 90% of our business is to the U.S. correctional market.
Each fitness unit is collaboratively designed in-house. The company uses SolidWorks 3D CAD software to design cost-effective, ergonomic products that meet ASTM safety standards for outdoor equipment. Designs are assessed and prototypes quoted by their local fabrication partner, WeldPro. Drawings are sent to WeldPro, which are then imported into a program that creates a nest of the parts, so they fit efficiently onto one sheet of steel. A generated barcode is then scanned at WeldPro's laser table. This barcode sets the required cutting parameters, and the steel parts are then cut out with a fiber laser. The machine places the finished pieces onto a conveyor, then rises to allow another conveyor to begin cutting the next job. These frames will hold placards for gym workouts, nameplates, and serial plates on the products. If a steel part requires bending, it's sent over to WeldPro's CNC press brake. The job is uploaded electronically, so the pneumatic hydraulic-operated brake knows where to make the bends. The parts are placed and held manually, while the machine is operated by a foot pedal. Any parts needing to be stitched together are MIG welded. Parts such as handles on the Everest Climber unit are bent using a pneumatic pipe bender. The steel tube is placed on the machine. The distance for the bend is measured. A button is pressed, forcing the tube around a bending die. The right angle and levels are checked. Finished pieces are loaded onto a trailer and strapped down for delivery to Outdoor Fit. Once delivered, the pieces are carried into the blast room for cleaning. The parts and the gun hose are set up. The technician attaches an airline to a ballistic helmet. Everything is turned on. When the trigger is pulled, aluminum oxide exits the gun at 500 miles per hour, cleaning and texturing the steel. A boiler located at the back of the pre-treatment wash booth converts water into steam, which is released through a spray wand. Zirconium is mixed in a bucket and added to the same wand through a hose. This process pre-treats, coats, and washes the raw steel before it's painted. The overhead push-pull conveyor system transfers the parts to the batch process natural gas oven, which is 16 feet long, 18 feet wide, and 12 feet high. They need to dry here at 175 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 minutes. Once the items are dry, they proceed to the Versa Coatings powder spray booth on site for the application of a primer. This primer consists of a corrosion-resistant layer of zinc. The entire shop is grounded, and the powder coating gun electronically charges the powder, making it stick to the steel. The technician dons personal protective equipment and an airline. Then they begin applying the primer. The booth has 14 filters at the back, which suck in air, dust, and excess powder. Primed pieces go back in the oven to gel cure for 20 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. The cured, primed pieces are brought back to the paint booth for a top coat. The correct recipe has been programmed, and the paint airline is switched using a quick change system. A test spray is then conducted. Next, exterior use polyester powder paint is sprayed on 2 weight stack towers used in 3 of Outdoor Fit's units. A light is used to ensure precise application. The tops are painted using a ladder. The painted pieces are then placed in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 40 minutes. The paint cures in the oven, resulting in smooth and uniform finishes. When they're removed, a dry film thickness gauge tests the paint coats, ensuring they're 5 to 7 millimeters thick.
Business is going well. The last 2 years have been record-setting for us. A big shout out to entities like Invest Nova Scotia for helping us build our business. Without them, it would be very, very difficult to grow like we have. We're very optimistic about the future, and we're developing new products as well. I mean, as I mentioned, when we started, we had 1 product. Now we have close to 10 products, and very shortly we'll be doubling that.
Each unit is anchored to a custom pallet, where the packaging and shipping unit installs any small components and does a full test build. Templates allow them to mark where holes go efficiently. T-nuts are used to secure everything. Body weight and knee raise stations are built, tested, and removed. Each pin and cycle of pulley systems are tested. Nameplates and placard holders are bolted, and placards are riveted on. Finally, Outdoor Fit ensures everything works as required. All of the components of each unit are carefully added and anchored to transport pallets and encircled in shipping foam, tape, and stretch wrap. Made in Canada, handle with care, and caution stickers are added to the packaged units. Trucks are loaded with Outdoor Fit fitness equipment, destined for prisons, schools, and parks.
Invest Nova Scotia supports businesses, providing the tools and expertise you need to succeed.